Have you ever met someone in your life that you ended up loving more than yourself? Even if it's just a friend, you just ended up absolutely loving them more than you'd ever love yourself? Um, I have. That person would be my best friend of now going to probably about 5 years. We've been best friends since we were 15, 16, around those times of sophomore year of high school. She is pretty much someone I love more than I love myself. She helped me through a very rough patch in my life in high school. She helped me when my dad had passed away, and she's helping me right now during quarantine, which is not as bad as my other past two experiences, but it's still a struggle. Now, the first time she had helped me, that was during a very rough time in high school. Around junior year is when we got very close to each other. Junior year was when I was actually put in suicide watch by one of my psychologists, and she had mentioned to my parents that I need to be on close watch at all times. I was extremely depressed, pretty much, that was the point. And my best friend pretty much helped me through that. She pretty much showed me that I was noticed, that I wasn't alone, and that I wasn't the only person going through this, and that she pretty much also has rough patches of her life too, and that I'm not alone during this, and that she noticed me when I was at my lowest, when no one would notice, or when I would cry for help and no one would care. She was there for me throughout those horrible times, and without her, I probably wouldn't even be here today giving this presentation. Um, the second thing that she had helped me through is something quite tough also. It was when my father had passed away. He had passed away about 2 years ago in a car accident. I was gonna go meet up with some friends. He never came home. And there was only one car we were all using between all of us. And I wasn't able to go meet my friends. And my best friend was among that group. And she was the first person I told. And she wanted to come over really quick, but I did not want my other friends to know. And she did well by keeping the secret from the other people. I did not trust them very well for knowing what had happened in my life currently in that moment. That she was able to keep the secret to herself and keep not necessarily a secret, but she meant she was able to keep such tough news to herself, and she was able to just be there for me without having to tell other people what was happening. She was there for me again when I had fallen into a very rough patch in my life, and this was pretty much just horrible. It was not very fun, and again, if she had not been there for me, I probably would not be here right now either. And the third thing is it's not as tough, but it's still quite challenging. It's quarantine. Uh, as my throughout my life, I have not been very social, and as very antisocial as I might be, I still get lonely. But throughout all of this, we're there for each other. We're encouraging each other to try and finish what we have to do for school. Um, Online classes are very tough on us. We don't know what we're doing because we can't learn through online. And um, we're basically there for each other. And I thank her very much for just having patience for me throughout my whole high school career, pretty much, and my college career. And I'm glad that she's there for me, and I am glad that she lets me be there for her too. And during this quarantine, I've noticed that we've gone even closer, and that I thank her for just being there, and I thank her for just pretty much existing. And to bring it all together is just she helped me when I was planning on offing myself, which is a very rough topic. And then she was there for me when my father had passed, and she's currently still here for me during this tough time that we're all experiencing in quarantine and during all these lockdowns for the virus. And that is just my thank you speech and my tribute speech towards my best friend who has been there for me for about 5 years at this point already, and she means the world to me. Thank you.